into marine construction, installation, hookup, and so many things. We're even in procurement too. And that's a dynamic thing. We always strive to get better in anything you do, and that's exactly what OIS is doing in the sector right now. We are certified by PPR. We have DPR permits for everything we do by NIMASA. Individually, we have Korean and all this certification.
We have 3 vessels here at Niger Dock: Ocean Treasure, Delta Sky, and Axel. So we are doing maintenance of these 3 vessels. So you know that every vessel, all the marine vessels, they have to undergo hull maintenance, that is called dry docking and maintenance of the hull every 2.5 years. Okay, so that is called the renewal survey. So for that purpose we are here. Now this vessel was in the dry docks. We have carried out all the hull maintenance, whatever is required for the hull maintenance. We have finished that part. Okay, after finishing that part, we came to this jetty for maintenance of various equipments. We have the mooring winches, 8-point mooring winch. We have a PMS power management system. We have 8 generators for that. We have a crane. We have AC. We have so many other equipments related to the vessel. So at the moment, we are working on those equipments. Some of them we have already completed, and some of them are waiting for some spare parts from overseas.
This is Monkey Island. You can see that it's taking, the topmost deck. You are seeing that it's taking a new shape. And this is Vodacom, the communication dome that was newly installed. We have to connect it to internet, purposes, stuff like that. Then this is a new AC. This one is for the bridge. This was installed also. Was installed here. So most of this these communication poles were installed here. Then this is the helipad. This helipad has a capacity of 9.3 tons. So the weight is 9.3 tons. And that's the highest that can be observed now. So the perimeter light has already been installed. The perimeter light has already been installed. We're only waiting for color coding for NCC, to change the outlook of it. You can see that we have already chipped and primed, waiting for their color coding. They might give you green, they might give you just as yellow. So that's what we are waiting for. For the work here, as far as it's concerned, you can look at these ones now. Look at the perimeter light. Like this one, the color coding is green. That's the other vessel. And so we are waiting for them. If it's approved that we should use green, then we'll have to use green to carve it out and rewrite all those processes. So that's the extent of this. This platform is going to be used in the offshore. That is in case it's connected to the other platform. So this is where you can be able to access the other vessel. So it is newly constructed. The old one has been discarded. So this is the present one that we have now, that is being newly constructed. So as soon as we are completed and we are offshore, we are going to connect it to the vessel. So that's the function of it. Work here is ongoing. We are working on it because we want to free it, to make sure that we will be deploying it, because this is easily deployed in case of emergency or maybe rushing someone to a near distance. So this FRC has a capacity of taking it's a fast rescue boat. That's the main work that it's doing. It's for safety apparatus, one of the safety apparatus also that we have. This is the bridge. Here we call it the headquarters of the vessel or the astronaut. Now these are where the equipment are located and is being controlled from. So every aspect, even deployment of anchor, can be done from the bridge here. You can see that this monitor, that's the first set of jobs those Chinese guys came to. That's what we are expecting them to do now. Now this monitor, if you look at it critically, you see that the position of all the anchors, you can see that that is one here, that is one here, that's one here, that's one. But the job is not being completed because they have not really fixed the anchor to the, just as we explained to you, they need to fix those anchor, those data flipper. They need to fix it, but they have not really fixed it. But here now, this is the remote control. As you can see, this is for the port. This combined. If you want to deploy the two together, this is for starboard. That is, we have in ship here, this is port and this is starboard. So it can be operated here. And also, you monitor the tension from here. So that now the main purpose of, as we are deploying it now, you are seeing it here. So there's no need of it, just like a CCTV. You are seeing it, so there's no need of you being there. You can do it either manually or electronically. So you have to maintain the ship stability, you know, at equilibrium all the time. And you can monitor it from here. If it tilt to port or to starboard here, you can correct it here, either by deballasting, because we use water to balance the ship. That is seawater. We use it to balance the ship. And we also have fresh water tank that we use to balance. So at all times, we have to keep the ship in equilibrium position. That's the function of these ones. Then here now, you see, this is AIS, Automatic Identification System. It can tell you all the position of the ship around from here to 15 nautical miles. You can see the ship and get their position. This is for security purpose also. These are GPS, Global Positioning System, you know, that give us a position at a particular time, lat and long, you know, at longitude and latitude. You understand? This is directly connected to the Polaris, the polar system. That is the pole that gives you know, position of the ship. You know about GPS also. So that's GPS. This is our MF, medium frequency and the high frequency. You can use it to communicate, you know, from a far distance, sea level, maybe as far as possible. You can use this one to communicate. So this is what we use to communicate at shore. This is a CCTV that was installed. Though they have not finished perfecting their work, this is the CCTV. We have about 8 points here that is speaking. We have almost 12 points, but it's speaking 8 points particularly. This is our radar. Our radar work in progress. This is our echo sounder, telling us the depth of water at a particular time. It's also working. No? So the depth of water at a particular time, we can get it from here. This is our water door. Because in the sea, you are not expected to open any door because AC is running. So while you see all those lights, or you see all those red lights, once all the watertight door is closed, you cannot see any of this. This is the accommodation. This is on level 1. We have some accommodation space here. Some those are some bed space, you know, and you know, where they used to convenient 22-man's toilet and the stuff is here.
Okay, now we are going to see some other equipment here. This is our seawater hydroponic tank, supply for water closet. Because we have a fresh water and the seawater. Our fresh water is using for bathing, for the toilet water closet. So we use seawater. Because we have plenty people on board. So this is our main AC, screw type. Yeah, we replace compressor and the condenser.